Play there for the Broncos. 55 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
36 power. Four down.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gordon is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, first and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike set 33. Get in the weight room.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson to throw. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Let's go. Let's get this. Got it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now McManus for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On play action, Lance. Flushed out right. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Lance going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Let's get off the field.
Lance now on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
He's coming.
Slice, 97.
He's coming. Double up. Mike 8. Mike 8.
White.
Mike 8. Mike 8. And let's get this. Get this. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the return this time.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, throw my name. Crown me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great.